Hi, my name's Lola. What's yours? Welcome to my channel. Let's diamond paint today. I have not been around for a few weeks. It has been so hot. I haven't been able to do anything. On top of that, I've been stressed. Today, the last time I checked, it was 97 degrees, 155 bazillion% humidity. It's hot. Tomorrow's supposed to be hot. And then we might get a break. But it's August 15th. The humidity and the temperatures have to go down eventually, don't they? I'm hoping in the next 2 weeks, but I'm not sure because we have had hot temperatures and had to run the AC on Thanksgiving, which is in October for Canadians. So we shall see. Wish me luck. My leg has been swelling because of the heat. Yesterday I had to take some pills for that to fix my leg swelling. And then during the night I had cramps because the medicine that I take absorbs the potassium in my body. I had cramps in both ankles and the muscle right above my knee all at the same time. And I kept trying to move and I kept trying to get it out, and it was awful. It lasted probably 20 minutes. And I eventually made it to the kitchen to get my potassium, and I took some. And then I felt nauseous. So that was fun. That was my day today. Hopefully your day is better. What have I been doing since I've been gone? Thank you for asking. I have been stressed, so I have been stress knitting. I worked on I'm doing a pink thin sweater, and I got to the part where you separate for the arms, and I took it all apart. I restarted it today, and I'm going to see if I can do better. I also bought some yarn today. It's really, really soft, and it's lilac. So I'm going to try the same pattern in that color. The sweater that I took apart is neon pink. I thought it would be really nice with like a black outfit. So that's what I've been doing. It's hard to knit when it's hot because my hands sweat, and then the yarn sticks. But I like knitting because I can just do it. Come on. The dog wants to go out. I can just knit and knit, and I don't have to think about anything. I also found that when I am stressed, I like to shop for yarn. I almost bought yarn on Temu last night. I was looking at cashmere and merino, and I don't remember what the other one was. I didn't buy them. They were so pretty though. They were purples. Eggplant purple. And then one was burgundy. It was pretty. But I did not get it. They also had green. So they had neon green, and they had what color would it be? I don't know, because have you ever looked at a tree and there's like 55 greens just in one tree? But I really want a green sweater. I want a green cabled sweater, and I have yet to make one. If any of you guys knit or crochet, you know the company Red Heart. Red Heart has a new yarn out that I wanted to get to, but it's $12 a ball. And if you figure you got to buy like 5 of them for just a sweater, that it adds up. Crafting is not a cheap hobby, is it? No matter what hobby you do, nothing is cheap. Even when you do junk journals, it's still, you got to buy your basic materials. You got to, you know what I mean. So that's what I've been doing. I also started a yellow sweater. So the yellow goes, the yarn changes from yellow to butter color to white and then back again. So I'm hoping I can get some work done on that one. I have not worked on my blue sweater. I think I told you guys about that one. I was afraid I'm going to run out of yarn. So I don't want to work on it and then be bummed out when I find out I really am going to run out. I can buy the yarn. Okay, when I bought it, it was a luxury yarn for me. And I think it was about 10 years ago. I bought orange, purple, and blue, all the same yarns. I've used all the orange. The purple will be in this sweater, but the blue, I have not used it. I used it in this sweater. And now since I bought it 10 years ago, they're still selling it, but now it is $20 a ball. And I'm like, oh no. What am I gonna do? Because I don't even need half of it. I'll figure something out. This is called yarn chicken. When you try to beat the yarn, try to finish the sweater before you run out. Are you gonna win or is your yarn gonna win? We shall see. Maybe I'll post some photos if I get anywhere on these sweaters. They started construction on the house. Oh, that has been a trip, let me tell you. It's been going on 2 weeks now. So the first week, they showed up. They put fences all around my house. We could not get out without moving the fence. And I'm like, hey guys, I need to get my mail because I'm waiting for government check that I need for my insulin pump. It's called ADP, Assistive Devices Program. It's I think it's Ontario, not Canada. Anyways, I was waiting on that. So I had to go to the post office and say, I need my mail held, or I need my mail to be forwarded. And they're like, you need to pay for that. So to have my mail forwarded was going to be $100 a month, so $25 a week. To have my mail forwarded, it was a minimum of, I don't remember if it's 2 months or 3 months. Minimum. And it was going to be $65. I said to the post office, this is not my fault. I did not know the construction was starting today. I did not know that I would not be able to get mail. Nobody told me. And so I had to go back and forth with phone calls for a Thursday, Friday, the weekend, because nobody worked. And then finally on Monday, I called them and I said, look, okay, so on the Thursday, Canada Post management called me and said, look, I can make you a deal. I can hold your mail for a week, but I can't do it any longer because you have to pay for it. I said, cool, thank you for working with me, blah, blah, blah. So on the Friday, the fence had already been up a few days. The construction people opened up my gate and allowed me to move my mailbox to the outside of the fence. So on the Monday, I had to call Canada Post and I said, look, I have moved my mailbox. Hopefully this is good enough because I have no other options. And they said, no, it's cool. Don't worry. We can deliver your mail. So I got that figured out. Then the next week they started digging. What day was that? Monday they didn't do anything. It must have been Tuesday because they've been here. Maybe it was Wednesday. I don't know. It doesn't matter. They started digging. My front door, my front porch, was covered with the front yard dirt, and they had to dig a hole in my backyard right at my back door. So for about half of the day, I could not get out the front or the back door of my house. And I didn't realize it, but that actually really panicked me. Like it shouldn't have, because nothing was going to happen. It's just like any other day. I don't need to go outside. But as soon as I was told I can't, I felt really trapped. And it was weird. They, by the end of the day, they fixed that. They made us a path so we could get out, because I had to take Rigby outside, right? And we have to get to our car, and we have to be able to get out of the house. So they fixed that. And one of my cats is staring at me, and it really looks like Shady. Shady passed away last November, and this cat, I almost just called it Shady when it was looking at me. That's weird. Sorry. I didn't mean to change the topic. So they came back. They worked on the front yard. Today they connected the water. They had to disconnect it for about 10 minutes, which isn't bad. My whole yard is one flat mud pile now. The front yard is not packed down, and it feels like walking through snow. And I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be great when it rains. It's going to be great. We also had a confrontation with the landlord. That was fun. That really made me mad. He was trying to manipulate me into, I don't know what. He's supposed to give me a piece of paper about the construction, about how my lease is changing. I believe it's called a T2 or an N2. I don't remember. I looked it up and I don't remember. And we told him this, and he had a big speech about he doesn't need to give it to us because this is all legal. He's taken it up with the town. He's taken it up with his lawyers, blah, blah, blah. This has nothing to do with my house. And he was just like, he said, I have 3 jobs. I don't need this. I don't need to deal with this. And I'm like, it's not my fault you have 3 jobs. And if I have a problem with my house, you do need to deal with this because it's your property. So that just really, that set me into a panic, and I started crying, and it was a bad day, and just me and him have a history. Okay, he has a history, and I almost went to the hospital because my landlord, along about 3 or 4 years ago, because of just the panic, and I couldn't breathe, and I kept hyperventilating, and I was sick at the time, like I was dying at the time, and I should have said, I don't need to deal with this right now, but I didn't, because I was just thrown into a panic. He is very much like my mother, the way that he talks, and my brain just went back to how I responded when she would yell at me. And anyways, so that's kind of what happened this week. I haven't talked to him since. I don't want to. I'm sure he'll have something to say. Whatever, say it. I don't care. It's your house. Your house. I just live here. So that's that. Rigby has been decent. He's finding it really hard with the construction people here because he doesn't like loud noises, and he can't go outside as often because we can't get out the doors. So he's struggling with that a little. Yesterday we went for a walk finally. I think it was 5:30. It was so smoky outside from the wildfires, and the pollen is high, and it was hot. We were both struggling, but we made it home. Then he came home, and he was a little confused. He wanted to eat twice, and I'm like, buddy, I can't feed you because you only have enough food for the morning, because today was grocery day. So I couldn't feed him last night. I had to find him some little snacks to give him. He eventually calmed down. The kittens are fine. One of the kittens was supposed to go to a friend's daughter's house. But we found out all of the kittens are girls, and they wanted a boy. So that didn't work out. And I'm like, well, you gotta pick you gotta choose which cat you want. And if you don't want a girl, then you don't want a girl. It wasn't meant to be. So I think I'm gonna have to start posting some ads online for these kittens. I've had them 12 weeks. That's how long I like to keep them. I don't think 8 weeks is long enough. That's when they are able to go live somewhere else. And I don't think 8 weeks is long enough. That's just me personally. I might be wrong. I've been wrong before. The boyfriend's work is legitimately cutting back hours. Not very much, about half an hour every day, 1 hour. It's better than the 2-3 hours it was, which it wasn't even supposed to be. Sorry. If you were here for that drama, you know what I'm talking about. So that's a little stressful. But then the biggest stress of all that I have had to deal with is my fridge. My fridge is 24 years old. I just realized that yesterday. We couldn't find the date, but we found it yesterday. I have owned it 12 years, and the town doctor owned it for 13 years before that. My fridge is sitting at 50 Fahrenheit. It's supposed to be under 40. And at first, the freezer was only freezing stuff halfway. Like, my ice cream completely melted. My corn dogs, the bread is soggy. It's soft. I have a whole chicken, butterfly chicken, and I think I have to throw that out because it didn't freeze all the way. It's past the due date, so yeah. I had to order, so I ordered a new mini freezer because we don't keep a lot in our freezer. We have a side-by-side fridge, and we have learned that not to buy a lot of frozen stuff because it doesn't fit. So I found a place that had a freezer, and I can pay every 2 weeks, which isn't bad. So I'm getting it on Tuesday. Now, I have a mini fridge. It is very small. It's like a hotel fridge, bar fridge. And it doesn't hold a lot. It does not hold a lot at all. So I don't know what I'm going to do with all my sauces and stuff. I want to unplug this big fridge because there's no point in running it. I'm obviously going to empty the freezer into the new freezer I have. I'm keeping the meat and the cheese and the milk in the small fridge. And I don't know. Also, we have those hardwood floors that were a big thing. They were installing them a while ago. Well, I moved here 12 years ago, so they're chipboard inside of the planks. And I believe that this fridge, because it is so heavy, has sunk into the floor. We cannot move it at all. We have no idea what we're going to do. No idea. So, it also does not fit through the door. There is like not even a quarter of an inch room left when you bring the fridge in through the door. So we always joked that the fridge is staying with the house if we ever move out. Now, I don't know what to do with it. I want to unplug it, but I can't move it. So I don't know. And I also don't know what to do with all the sauces I have. And my medication. I have a lot of medication that has to go in a fridge. So do I buy a second mini fridge somehow once we eventually get enough money, or what do I do? My freezer part is taken care of. The fridge is half taken care of. So Thursday night no, Wednesday night I did not sleep because I kept thinking about this fridge. Excuse me. Last night I woke up really early because of those cramps I was having. It's been a week, let me tell you. My health has been decent. Breathing, except for yesterday. That was a really bad day. The dirt that's in my air from them digging so much is starting to affect my nose. I noticed it this morning. My nose is like really runny and stuffy, and all I can smell is the dirt. I know that it's in my house. I can see the mud on the floor. And I think it's going to be like that for the next, well, until it snows. Because I don't think grass is going to grow once this house is done. What is it now? August. So the house might be done in October. It might be done in November. I asked and I was told, I don't know. Might take a month, might take 2 months. Nobody knows. So, okay. Thanks. Thank you. So if you can, send me some positive vibes and some healing vibes and something to help me calm down. I'd really like to sleep. That's what I would like. I would like to be cold and I would like to sleep. I don't think that is too much to ask. So I haven't said, but this canvas that I'm working on is an event for August. Chaos and Hilarity with Jill and Tom from Diamond Painting with the Edwards. It is a mystery kit, so I haven't shown anybody, and I am really behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am 10 days behind. I don't know if I'm going to finish it in August. I would like to, but it's the 15th, and if this heat stays, there is no way. However, I am getting an electric pen for diamond painting through Temu. I watched reviews of it on YouTube, and it seems to be decent. Today I was using putty on my pen, and it was just melting. I keep it in the fridge, but I took it out and I was using it, and it's melting. I don't know. The wax is not working. I think it's too hot. So I'm hoping the electric pen will help, and possibly I could get some of this canvas done. If I could multi-place, that would help too, because I single place everything. I have one canvas where I did multi-place. That was the Wizard of Oz and the black, because there was, 26 inches of black, and I figured I would try. It wasn't as bad as I thought, but there's no way I'd be able to do it today with the putty being the way that it is. So I guess that's all I have to say. Oh, it was me and the boyfriend's anniversary, 21st anniversary. I can't believe we've been together 21 years. I can't believe that we're both here. That's insane. I always said, I used to joke that I wanted us to be together longer than him and his wife were. They were together 18 years, and we've been together 21. Yep. Not much to show for it, but, not divorced. All of my friends are divorced. We're not. Not yet. Neither one of us have anywhere to go anyways. We're stuck. I'm kidding, guys. Obviously. Neither one of us is leaving. So, because that's all I have to say. Thank you for being here if you lasted this long. Thank you for still being subscribed, even though I've been absent. I am at $1.99 for subscribers. I was at 200 and I lost somebody along the way, but it happens. I would like to gain one more person if anybody knows somebody who would want to join. I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it if you could press the like button. What's that? What is that what people say? Leave your DNA on the like button for me. Thank you. So I think that's it. Look for a short where I will be updating this canvas, and I'll possibly post my sweaters in a short. How about that? Because I know a lot of you aren't knitters, and a lot of you are like, yeah, whatever, show us, we're just here for the diamond painting, show us that. We're just here for the diaries because we're nosy. Tell us about those. So for whatever reason you're here, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And I will see you around, guys. This is an actual photo of what it's like living in Canada right now.